Part 8, June 1977, Honiara, Guadalcanal, Florida, and Malaita Islands. On the way to Honiara, we had cleared customs at a small police center, close to the border. It handled everything, it seemed. We anti-fouled the boat at Lipari Island. Visited Gizo, the western capital of the Solomon Islands. Had fun with the locals at Egolo, on Rendover Island. Dived on the reef drop-off at Uipi Island, Marovo Lagoon. Severely tested our liver health at Yandina, in the Russell Islands, and finally arriving at Honiara, the capital of the Solomon Islands, where the yacht club was a nice spot to wait for our friends Robin and Rolly to arrive from Australia. The Japanese and Allies fought over control of Henderson Airfield, 10 kilometers to the east of Honiara and Point Cruz, now Honiara International, for 6 months from September 1942. The coast watchers of the Solomons were mainly Australian plantation managers. In August 1942, intel from them came that the Japanese were building an airstrip at Lunga Point on Guadalcanal. So the US planned an attack to take control of Tulagi and the airstrip at Lunga. They held this against heavy attack for 6 months, until the Japanese gave up trying due to excessive losses. This was the turning point of the war, halting the advance of Japan into the Pacific and Australia. A raft used to transport Marines across the nearby Mataniko River. With Rolly and Robin, we explored the Mataniko River, the upper freshwater part. A lot of swimming was involved to get this far. Fortunately, I had my Nikonis underwater camera with me. A lot of the river flow was coming out of the mountain. The flow had deposited limestone and created bridges and caves. From the dissolved limestone it was carrying. I don't want water up my nose. This was my minimum weight ever, 11 stone or 70 kilogram. Healthy living or not much beer. A show at the Mendana Hotel in downtown Honiara. Our Honiara friends told us about a shipwreck on the coast, 10k along from Honiara. The water between Guadalcanal and the Florida, Jella, Islands is now called Iron Bottom Sound because of the 111 wartime shipwrecks and 1,450 planes in it, 2 kilometers down at the bottom. The Kinugawa Marau, a Japanese troop transport, heavily damaged. Then beached to unload troops before slowly sinking. So we fired up the hookah compressor and went to have a look. Roly, always the starring clown. I was free diving to take these shots. After an interesting and social time in Honiara, we moved over to Tulagi. In the Florida, Ngela Islands, an important Japanese, then US naval base in World War II. Looking back at the hillside spurs near Honiara. Until 1942 and the Japanese invasion, Tulagi was the capital of the BSIP. After the war in 1946, the capital was rebuilt in Honiara. In 1977, there was a quite large Japanese fish cannery at Tulagi. From Tulagi, we moved to Governor Bay to overnight. Before traversing the Mbolai, Utuha Passage. Going into what looked like the best anchorage, we discovered a wartime wreck. Probably a US troop landing ship. "50 years later, 80 years after the war, the wreck is still visible on Google Maps. First through the Mbolai Channel. Then crossing Indispensable Strait to Allight Reef for more diving. Into Allight Reef to anchor near the Southern Navigation Light. Then off by dinghy for reef diving. Not sure if the spearfisher caught anything. We crossed over to Langalanga Harbour and Lagoon on Malaita Island. Intrepid Roly had to give it a go. And Robin too. A local industry is making shell necklaces. It is also a form of community wealth and bride money. Breaking shell pieces to near round shape. The old style of drill used for making bead holes. grinding the bead strings round. This fellow was justifiably proud of his new house. Keel plank for a canoe. Perhaps the original idea for the stitch and glue building method? The filler glue or paste came from the kernel of a special nut and was applied along all the seams. The islands were created manually over time by piling coral on the reef. From Langalanga, we traversed the lagoon, dodging coral, then out and down to Suyu Harbour. The coral bommy spotters hard at work. Into Suyu Harbour. From Suyu down to Onapusu and Kauai Harbour, to anchor near Onapusu village. From Onapusu on Malaita, we crossed back to Guadalcanal and Marau Sound, into an uninhabited anchorage for an unexpected change. Sea snake ashore to shed last year's skin. We were invited to anchor at the island and house owned by retired government expats. Anchored right at the beach. Impressive house, built with a lot of local materials. The sea soon colonized the sunken bits of the fallen tree. A field of coral garden eels, Gorgasia preclara. Manufacturing tourist trade things from coral. Barracuda. A red lionfish, Pterois volitans. Next, we sail from Tavanipupu to San Cristobal, then through the Santa Cruz Islands and on to Tikopia, the most eastern of the Solomons.